Hello, this is Jared.
Yeah, Jared Lennox is here.
Hi, Jared. This is Marcelo Silva. How are you?
Good, good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How's the summer treating you?
I'm in Dallas, so it's been very hot. So yeah,
It's always summer there.
yeah, no kidding. Where are you calling from?
So I'm based in New York, but I'm originally from Brazil, as you can tell by the funky
Mhm.
accent. But interestingly, the first time I lived in the U.S., it was an exchange program that I did in Waco, Texas, in Baylor,
Oh,
very
yeah,
close to
yep,
you.
yep. Yeah, that's not far at all. About an hour and a half or so. So
Yeah, I used to go to Dallas every once in a while. It's not like Waco has the best like life for
yeah.
a young guy on the weekend.
Yeah, you're limited on what you can do there.
Yes, yes. Austin and Dallas are close enough
Yeah,
that it was worth it
yeah,
every once in a while.
yep.
Yeah. Because so thanks for taking the time. Let me just give you a brief background on us and what we're trying to do. So I work at an investment firm based in New York, as I mentioned, and we're doing work on paint distribution for the refinishing market, and
Mhm.
got like your name from our folks there at GLG. It seemed like someone with very relevant experience for us. So would be great if you
Mhm.
could maybe start by describing a little bit your background and how that relates to like paint distribution, and then we can jump into some more specific questions, please.
Yeah. So I worked for Service King Collision Repair for almost 15 years. When I started with the company, for the first 3 or 4 years, I started off at the company at working at one of our locations as a service advisor. And like I said, I did that for 3 or 4 years. Then after that, I went on to manage a location and manage multiple locations. And I did that for another 3 or 4 years. Then I went to our corporate office and I held various roles in our corporate office, over our parts department, paint department at one time. I worked with M&A a little bit, internal auditing, really just some roles that, needed to get done. And I did that for about 3 or 4 years, which kind of led me to my last position with the company, which I was our VP of vendor relations. So I was overall vendor relations, procurement, and operationally, I was over all of our parts and paint departments. Then I did that for 3 or 4 years. Then I left the company. Service King, it was our family business. My dad, he was the founder and owner at the time, and we sold in 2012 to the Carlisle Group, sold majority ownership to Carlisle. And they held on to us for a couple years, and they sold their majority ownership to the Blackstone Group.
Yeah.
And Blackstone, I stayed on with Blackstone for about a year, then I left. So I've been gone for 2-3 years, but I'm still an investor with the company, still have a lot of money in the company, but I'm no longer involved. But I still, obviously, I stay connected with everybody in the industry, and most of everybody that works there I'm pretty good friends with, so I'm still somewhat in touch. But yeah, my last position with the company, I did do our RFP for paint manufacturers, and at the time when I did that, we were spraying PPG, and we sprayed it for a long time, over 20 years. And we sprayed PPG, and which was distributed through a local jobber called English Color. And there's a couple other small jobbers. I don't think they're around anymore. It's called Tasco, and the other one was Gladwin. But yeah, we sent through an RFP, and we engaged, obviously, PPG, Axalta, Sherwin-Williams, Axo Nobel. And we went through that process, which, if you want to get into that later, we can, which we ultimately ended up awarding the business to Axalta, as you may know, which is mainly distributed now through, I would say, probably